Hello, first grade. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well today. I just wanted to share with you one more thing in our Polar Express box today. Let's take a look at what we've done and what we get to do. Oh, looks like something fun. All right, so let's see what we have here. Oh my goodness. So we have what we did first when we went through all of our vocabulary words and we practiced learning what each word meant in our story. We got to read our story twice. Then we did our flow map, which was super fun. Then we did our retell using our character setting, our problem and solution. Skipped our main events on that one. And we have one more thing to do today. Oh, we get to do a reindeer roundup. This is going to be so much fun. For this, you're going to need your scissors and your glue and your crayons. You'll also need to write your name on top. So this is going to be super fun. I can't wait to see you. We'll have fun together. All right, for starting today, we're going to look at our I can statement. I can put reindeer names in alphabetical, wow, that's a big word, alphabetical order. So that means we're going to put our words, the names of the reindeer, into order according to how the alphabet goes. Let's do that together. All right, so here is the worksheet we're going to be working on today. This is called Reindeer Roundup. The directions say cut and paste the reindeer in ABC order. So whenever we put something in ABC order, it's the same as alphabetical order. So what we're looking at here today is some reindeer. Remember in our story about the Polar Express that our reindeer were a supporting character. They weren't one of the main ones, but they were a supporting character. So we're going to look at those a little more closely today. Whenever I know I have words to put in ABC order, it's really a great idea to try to write out our alphabet first. Now you might have your name tag at home that you have from school, and it will have your ABCs on it already in order. You might have some other book or some other thing that already has ABC order on it, and that's great. Go ahead and use that if you have it. If you don't, you can take your little dry erase board that we sent home at the beginning of the year and you can use it to write your alphabet. Remember, there are 26 letters in the alphabet. 5 of them are vowels. The rest are consonants. And so we're going to use this today as we practice and we go through ABC order. The supplies you'll need today are scissors, some glue, some kind of crayons or markers or coloring pencils, and then you will need your ABCs written out. So take time to stop the video and go ahead and write out your ABCs. You can do it like this with a dry erase marker, or you can just use a pencil and do it on a piece of paper that you have at home. Go ahead and get that started and then come back and join me. Okay, so I've taken a minute to go ahead and color all my reindeer. You can color them all different or make them the same. It's up to you. Just make sure Rudolph has a nice red nose so we know that this one is different from all the other reindeer because he has a red nose. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our scissors, we're going to cut off this bottom piece and then cut out all of the different rectangles with the names of our reindeer on them. All right, so here is where our ABCs are going to really come in handy. I've got all my little pieces cut out, as you can see, and I'm now ready to go through and see which one goes in what order. We're going to use our ABCs, and the way that I've taught my class to do this is to go through each letter of the alphabet in order and go through, and as you go through, you're going to mark off what you know you don't need. So for instance, I'm going to look at A. Are there any words that begin with A? Nope. So I'm going to mark off A. Then I'm going to go to B. Are there any that start with B? Yes, there are. This one begins with B, and it's the only one that begins with B. So I know it's going to go first. Okay? Then I'm going to keep going. I've gone through B. I'm going to mark it off. Then I'm going to come to the letter C. Do any of my names begin with C? Yes, they do. So we have 2 here, don't we? So I'm going to bring both of them and put them here. Now I need to look because I have two C's. I don't know which one comes first. So I'm going to go to the second letter in the name, and I'm going to go through my alphabet and see. One is U and one is O. So I need to figure out which letter comes first, U or O. Oh, I can see by looking at them in order that the O comes before the U. So my word comet, my name Comet is going to come before my name Cupid because O comes before U. All right, so you'll notice that I'm just laying them out first before I glue them on. That way I can take time and make sure I've got all of my letters and my words in order. These are the names of the reindeer. We can read through them at the end. Right now we're really focusing on what letters come in what order. So now I've found my two that begin with C. So I'm going to mark off my C. I'm going to look to see, do any of my names begin with D? Well, yes, you're right. How many? Oh my goodness. So I see 3. I see Dasher, I see Dancer, and I see Donner. So again, we know that they begin with D, but we have to start looking at the next letter in the alphabet. So Dasher, D-A. Oh, okay, well that would make it seem like that one came first, but look at Dancer, D-A. It also begins with D-A. So we can't use those to guide us to know which comes first. We have to go on to the third letter, D-A-S, D-A-N. So I'm going to be looking at the S and the N because those two letters are the ones I need to look at because the D-A and D-A are the same. This one, D-O, is different. O comes after A. So now I need to look at my alphabet and see which comes first, N or S. So remember, I'm going in order, looking at all my letters. Oh, I found N. Here's N. And where's S? That's right, it's right there. So which comes first, N or S? You're right, N. So the one that says D-A-N, oops, these guys moved, didn't they? D-A-N, Dancer, D-A-N, is going to come before D-A-S. So I'm going to switch those guys around. D-A-N, then D-A-S. Now I need to look again because I have a third one that begins with D. We know these ones are correct and these ones are correct. Now let's make sure Donner comes after Dasher. So D-O, does that come after D-A? Let's see, there's the A. And if we go down the alphabet and find the O, it is after A. So we know that Donner does come after Dancer and Dasher. All right, so we're only through the letter C. All of our names so far have begun with A, B, C, or D. So we need to mark off our D. Then we have 3 more names to go. So we're going to begin to continue going through our alphabet to see what letters we have here. So we have P for a beginning letter, a V, and an R that we're looking for to put in order. Are any of those an E? Nope. How about an F? Oops, sorry. How about an F? Nope. How about a G? I don't see any G's. Do you see a G to begin our word? Remember, we're looking at the first letter in each word. Any H's to begin? Nope. We're looking P, V, and R. So we know it's no I, there's no J, no K, no L, no M, no N, no O. What comes next? That's right, P. Do any of our words begin the very first letter with P? Yes, I see it too. Prancer. So we're going to put that one next, the next one in order. So each one goes in order. and their numbers tell you what order to put them in. All right, so Prancer is going to go next, so we can mark off P. How about Q? Do any of these begin with Q? Nope, and they don't begin with P, so we know Prancer can stand by itself. We don't have to look at the second or third letter to see what order to put it in. Prancer is the only one that begins with P. No Q. How about R? Do either of these begin with R? Yes, good job. This word is Rudolph. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. Okay, so we have two ways we can do this. One, we can say, does this one go next because it's the last one? Probably. But let's just make sure we know that V is going to come at the end after R. Yep, so S, T, U, then we get to V for Vixen. It goes next, and that was the last one in our alphabet. All right, so you're going to go ahead and start gluing on all of your names in order. And I'm just going to put on my last one, Vixen. So let's read through the names of our reindeer. This is the Reindeer Roundup. We have Blitzen, Comet, Cupid, Dancer, Dasher, Donner, Prancer, Rudolph, and Vixen. Nice job. So your job is to put them on in order. I don't want you just to copy mine. I want you to do the special alphabet practice. So I want you to use your alphabet and try and go through it to be sure you get them in the right order. Have fun, you guys. Merry Christmas.